Hello, Doc, alcoholic addict, amongst other things, and welcome to another fantastic edition of Sober School. All right, today, we're gonna be talking a little bit about Alan Watt. Does anybody know who Alan Watt is, or Watts? Excuse me, I should say it correctly if I'm asking about. Yeah. Well, hey,
Was Watts, California named after him?
no.
Oh.
Not even the riots. No, he was a philosopher, and he
Wrote some books.
he did write some books. Predominantly, he wrote a lot on Buddhism as a school of thought, not like necessarily as a religion, but the whole duality over dichotomy type shit. Super deep. All right, we need to see if we can agree on a premise. All right, do you guys? Can we agree? Can we all agree collectively that there is such a thing as good and evil?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, there's some people who argue that everything's relative, and okay, nothing really matters, and I don't ascribe to that. But a lot of what I'm going to be talking about is based on this assumption that there is good and evil. All right, historically, I was watching a video of one of the talks that Alan Watt did, and he was discussing this weird idea he had. What if a way to think about addiction and alcoholism? Like, what if, like, what has like been killing us was actually the root of it, what it was there for, the reason it exists, it was actually trying to save us. Like, what if our propensity to reject the shallowness of existence, everything's so superficial and shallow, and like when we inside, we want depth. We're looking for something deeper than this whole just surface world we live in. We're not like, we don't necessarily have a moral failing. There's not I don't really think there's anything like broken in our brains per se. We're maladjusted, 100%. But I don't think we're actually broken. I definitely agree with him on this. It's a spiritual affliction masquerading as chemical dependency. Think about it historically. You know who invented champagne? Monks invented champagne. There is from a theological standpoint, historically, back through the ages, alcoholic beverages, plant medicines, hallucinogens, psychedelics, intoxicants, were typically relegated to the realm of the clergy, like holy men, medicine men, are the ones who had this. We're looking for a connection. We're looking for a connection to something deeper, something bigger than ourselves. But we wind up we're going through we're stuck in this little room, and we're trying to get out of this room, and we see a door, so we try and okay, that must be the way out of this room, and we wind up in a closet because we're picking the wrong door. Like if I don't go out that door on the left over there, and I go in the door around the corner on the right, I wind up in a storage closet, and I'm trapped. I'm trying to get out of here, but if I choose the wrong door, I'm not going to wind up where I need to be. I also talked a lot about the illusion of the separate self, like because we want this connection. we want to connect with something greater than ourselves, and when we don't feel connected to it, we feel the emptiness. We feel the lack of that connection, and that is illusory. That is not. We are connected. Like everyone in this room is affecting, for example, like the temperature in this room. You guys are cranking out BTUs. How you feel, how you perceive yourself is in direct relation to how the dominance hierarchy portion of your brain, how you see yourself, how you're standing in the group. Like, whether you not realize it or not, we are all connected. By mass, you are not a lot. You're 1/10 trillionth of the mass of Earth, which is proportionally 1 to 333,345,997th of the mass of the solar system, and the solar system isn't shit in comparison to the galaxy, to the universe. But on the flip side of that, that's what we're all a part of. And you are all, give or take, on mass equivalent to Beyonce or anyone else. We're all part of this big, huge system. And the illusion of a separate self leads to a lot of calamity. Like, and there's this desperate attempt we have to fill the perceived gap between ourselves and everyone else, to feel connected, when really, whether you realize it or not, whether you know it or not, we are in fact all connected. We chase, we talked about this with happiness, trying to chase happiness, or chase an experience, chasing versus experiencing. There's those two base instructions we've had since we were infants, seeking pleasure and avoiding discomfort. And the more we chase these feelings, the more elusive they are. It's like trying to smooth water with your hand. All right, so you got a pool and stuff, and you're trying to smooth out a pool of water with your hand. The more you try and smooth it out, the more it's going to need smoothed out. Or like our neurochemistry is a lot like a rubber band. Okay, so imagine a rubber band, and you're trying to move where the rubber band is at. And even if you pull it in this direction, and you get it sort of where you want it to be, or where you think it should be, when you let go of it, it doesn't go back to where it was. It doesn't stay where you put it. It goes in the other direction. Our neurochemistry is a lot like that. So you push your brain's rubber band to be super happy or feel super good, but then when you let go of it, it goes in the exact opposite direction. Like you try pushing a rubber band to similar results. Like it doesn't work well. It's a dynamic thing. The rubber band's going to be where it needs to be. And pleasure and pain are two sides of the exact same coin. Speaking to that whole duality thing, like addictive cycles intensify this truth. The higher the highs, the lower the lows. It's that roller coaster that we find not just in addiction and alcoholism, but in gambling, compulsive shopping on Temu, codependent relationships. They release the same chemicals in your brain as cocaine use. Exactly the same. Like, seriously, why do I get all these toxic relationships? Why I get into them and I can't get out of them. Because you're fucking hooked to the roller coaster. Yeah.
How do we get out of that roller coaster? I mean, if we're working on our recovery, and same time is let's say we stop gambling or whatnot, and then let's just say it becomes food addiction, or it becomes working out all the time, or but at the same time is just like what my brother-in-law always said. You know, if there's anything too much too often, then it becomes a problem. So I mean, you're kind of naming a broad perspective of things. So if those things are problems in our life, and we struggle with those problems, what do we do to stop those problems? I mean,
make sure you're out make sure your outlets are positive. Okay, if you're gonna get hooked on something, self-improvement like working out or education is or service. Even he knows about service. Like those aren't finding positive outlets are good, but even those, one of my mantras in life is no one thing is ever cool enough. I don't do something unless it does multiple things, or I do multiple things. Diversification, specialization breeds weakness. If you look for any one way, if there was just one way, if I could just do this one thing instead of this other thing, my problem would be solved. It's never like that. There's like I take cognitive enhancing supplements to help with memory and shit. And like I don't know if you've seen Limitless. Oh man, what's the equivalent to NZT? Okay, that doesn't exist. Just if there was just one thing that you could take and it'd do all the things, everybody would already be taking it. The closest equivalent is a stack of a bunch of different things. That's the only way you can get close to anything like that. Diversification. Find a bunch of little healthy things. Okay, definitely. All right, emphasis on working out. Maybe eating properly. Take your self-care, like meditation. Like stack the deck. Hit it from as many different angles as you can, because it's on that teamwork makes a dream work type shit. Like you're not gonna find just like one outlet that's gonna solve this other problem. And the thing about incremental, consistent improvement is you don't really notice it as much. We're used to the roller coaster because even all right. So you picture your baseline, so that's 0, right? And okay, you're doing super good, feeling great. You're high or drunk or in the midst of a passionate interpersonal relationship, and you're at a 10. And then then you fight and you're at a -10. All right, because of the way it works, our brain perceives difference and change. So the next day happens, and we're not fighting today, and she's actually kind of nice to me. When really compared to the baseline, that's only like a 1 or a 2, but the way your brain perceives it is a positive 12 change. Because you went from -10 to +2. So your brain perceives it as a 12. Oh, it's a good day. But it's because of the highs and the lows. It's about leveling that out and constantly improving. What that does is that moves that baseline. And you don't really perceive it as much initially. But you can change your baseline to a +1. Then to a +2. Then to a +3, so on and so forth. So even if you have a -5 day or a -10 day, you're still if you're constantly incrementally improving and you shift that baseline, even a -10 day, you're still all right. But it's all about moving that benchmark, that baseline up. And we run into this trap of control, because we try and, as addicts and alcoholics, we try and fix and manage and control everything, like the director trying to direct a play. If you've read the Big Book, which I hope you have, and if only everybody would do what I think they should do, the play would be great. But nobody listens to me, and they're doing it wrong, and I got to do everything myself, and it doesn't end well for the director, or in this metaphor, or for us. The addicted mind often tries to control feelings, outcomes, and cravings. What Watts would argue is that this need for control actually strengthens the problem rather than dissolving it. Like, it's about letting go. Really, what we want when we're happiest, what you want to be in life, what would make you happy is to be a passenger princess. Like, we try and drive all the time because we know where we want to go. So we like to be behind the wheel. But historically, we have proven we are not the best drivers. We get into a lot of accidents. We wind up driving places we shouldn't be. We get lost. And people, well, I have a problem trusting in a power greater than myself. Okay. Like, this is a while back. How many people can drive stick? Nice. All right. How many people, when they were learning to drive stick, like fucking put a little extra wear and tear on the clutch, or shifted at wrong times, or potentially blew up a vehicle? You know? Trying to operate our own self-will is a lot like driving manual. Okay? I know what I'm trying to do, and I know when the RPMs should be moving a little bit faster. So I'm going to control when I shift. And you can't, if you're really good at it, sure, for a while you can accelerate quicker and maybe get a little bit better fuel economy. At times, if you're really good at it, I don't know, probably not comparable with the newer vehicles, but this is back in the day, dated information. But if you're driving automatic, really, you're trusting in a power greater than yourself. You're giving up that control of shifting, and you're trusting that automatic transmission is going to shift when you need to shift, and it might not be quite as quick as you want it to be, or as fuel efficient based on the effort expended, but it's going to be safer, and like it's also going to be a lot less taxing on yourself. You don't have to think about that shit. As long as you slow down when you need to slow down and hit the gas when you need to hit the gas, it'll make sure you get forward safely and efficiently. And it's no different. Like trusting in power greater than itself, trusting in a higher power is like driving an automatic transmission. All you got to do is focus on keep your foot on the gas and slow down when you need to. Steering's important too, but for this metaphor, not as much. But it's really no different, because this really is the only instance where you can win by surrendering, by letting somebody else drive. We want like and I don't know, and who's here's ridden the bus, you know? Or flown on a plane. Have you flown on a plane? Okay. And you don't know who the fuck's driving the bus, but you trust. Okay, he's in the driver's seat. He must know how to drive a bus and where the bus is supposed to go. And we don't on the bus, don't even look up. Not even paying attention. On our phone. Buying shit on Temu. Fucking TikToking. Checking your Facebook. And completely oblivious of who's driving the bus or where the bus is going, because we trust. We trust the bus driver. He wouldn't be in that position unless he knew where the fuck the bus needed to go. We needed to take that same stance on our higher power. Because you can call God, Jehovah, Yahweh, fucking Allah, Odin, fucking the source, Gaia, Ahura Mazda, for those Zoroastrians out there. You know, it's I don't care what you call it. It's that you call it. You know, like a lot of people have a problem with finding a God, like I have a problem with finding a God of my own understanding. Maybe it's less a problem. Maybe it's not a problem. Maybe. I don't know. I'm crazy. It might not be a problem with God. It might be a problem with your understanding of God. Oh, well, this stuff that this guy talks about, it doesn't seem right to me. I don't know. Like that doesn't. I mean, you know, Catholics, maybe that doesn't seem right to you, or make sense, or Presbyterians, or Protestants, Judaism. Maybe that doesn't seem right to you. And so you go, oh, that doesn't seem right to me. So God, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. Well, maybe it's just we need to change our understanding of what God is. You're like, you know, people say like God is good all the time.
All the time, God is good.
Yeah. All right, like so we started with that premise, that assumption that we're all on the same page about that there is good. Right? What if it's a syntax thing? Maybe something you can get behind is God is good. Not like a characteristic of God. What if maybe something you can get behind, God is good. So we all believe that there is good. What if we just make it could just be as simple as that? Oh, like good stuff? That's him. Bad stuff? That's the other guy. Just as simple as that. It doesn't have to be all complicated. We don't have to have all these extra rules necessarily. Rules and structure are good, and however you know God, 100% behind that. Fucking flying spaghetti monster. All for it. If that's how you connect, pasta be praised. You know? Like 100%. I don't really care what you call it. But like on the simplest, if we were to distill it down to one thing, God is good. And and it's all about with so much with addiction and alcoholism, we're trying to avoid regrets or trauma from the past, or deal with anxiety about the future. Have you seen Kung Fu Panda 2? Tomorrow's history. No, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. But it's good shit and factually accurate. But no, like we're not. It's about right now. If we're dwelling on the past or freaking the fuck out about the future, how happy do you think you're going to be? How much peace do you think you're going to have? If you're like, you can't live in the moment if you're stuck in the past. You can't live in the moment if you're focused on the future. And God is right here, right now. Happiness is right now. So if your focus is anywhere other than right now, probably not going to be happy. Probably not going to feel a connection with God. Or at least it's going to be harder. Like, if you're focused on regret or anxiety about the future, like, and right now, I could say we're all pretty good right now. Right this moment, we're doing okay. Everybody doing okay? We're not. Most of you guys are well fed. A nice meal, safe and warm in a dry place, fucking clean and sober. Right now, everybody's doing good in this moment. Hold on to that and just keep the future is just the past moving by now. I always love that NLP saying. But there's this we got this itch that we can't, that it goes back to that searching for that connection. We got this itch that we just can't seem to scratch conventionally. We know there's something deeper. Close Encounters, like this mashed potatoes. This means something. You know, this all means something, and we know it in our heart of hearts and in our minds. We know there's something more. We know there's a connection. We know there's something fucking going on, and we just really want to figure out what it is. There's this itch in the back of our head, so we try and fucking scratch it. You ever get a fucking mosquito bite? It's a lot like trauma. Okay, we got this damage, and it bothers us. So what do? We scratch at it, and what's it do? It gets fucking worse. And it's not until we leave it the fuck alone and just be still about it that it gets better. The same thing with the trauma we're dealing with. Same thing with the previous damage, the fucking mosquito bites on our soul that we've suffered. We just need to let go of that. Stop trying to scratch it, because you're only going to make it worse. And we often identify with, I'm just a fuck up, or I'm just a fucking convict. We identify with our trauma. We identify as the fucked up shit we did in our past, but that's not who the fuck we are. None of you are fuck ups. You are people who have fucked up in the past, but we're not living in the past. We're in the present right now. And where we go from here is entirely up to you. Like, you guys, you got to be the hero in your own story. Like, there could be somebody coming to save you. Like, man, if I can help, I got your fucking back. But you guys got to be the hero in your own story. Like, because if you're waiting for somebody else to save you, even if somebody might, if you're waiting for somebody else to save you, you're setting yourself as a victim in this story. You guys are the fucking, you want to be the fucking damsel in distress? No! You guys need to be the fucking hero in this story. There's the lexicon, the zeitgeist is saturated with cautionary tales of people with, so much potential. If they'd only applied themselves, or fucking, if they could only have got sober, what they could have accomplished. We got plenty of those. I personally refuse to be a cautionary tale. Granted, you definitely learn a lot for what not to do by looking at my past, but I'd much rather be a success story. You know, and that's how I'm choosing to do it. Okay, I'm visualizing something. Okay, let's take this assumption you're the hero of your own story. Okay, you don't know what the fuck to do? What would fucking John McClane do in this situation? Maybe crawl through some air ducts barefoot. Exactly. Be that guy. Fucking pretend like there's a fucking film crew following you around. I'm kind of totally dick riding Joe Rogan on this, but like, pretend there's like a film crew following you around, and what would you want them to see you doing? It's just that easy. Visual, and what you're actually doing there is getting outside yourself. Let's assume you guys are fucking the hero of your story. If you don't know what to do, what would the hero do? What would fucking
save the day.
Yeah. Okay. So fucking do that. What's that entail? Figure that shit out. And do it. Like if you were watching the story of your life, you know how you watch movies and you see somebody, oh man, no, don't go in there. Or like, what the fuck are you guys splitting up? It's only gonna fucking end badly. And, so you ever watch stuff like, and you see them making mistakes? Or you know, oh man, if they just fucking just stuck together, like core resources were holed up in this area, or you watch these movies and these stories, and you can see, if you're watching it from the outside, you know exactly what they should do. So get outside yourselves. Okay, if I was watching this, externally, what do I think I should do? If I was the hero and I was watching me do this situation, do that. That's why I identify as alcoholic, addict, amongst other things, because I'm not just that. Those are definitely facets, if you will. Those are things I've overcome. I'm overcoming. Thank you. Presently, because I'm 10, 11, 12 in it, because the fucking practicing these principles in all my affairs from the 12th step is the only thing that makes the first the past tense in the first step past tense. It only stays past tense when you're doing the shit all day every day. It's a doing thing. This is a program of action. And we misuse substances and alcohol as a spiritual shortcut. We want that connection. We want that closeness. We want to connect with something deeper. And that's not wrong. That aspect of you guys and myself is not fucking wrong. Like, we live in a very superficial world. I've done classes before talking about, like, addiction and alcoholism is a predictable biological response. Not because we don't have enough, it's because we have too much. Like the access to dopamine, too readily available. Stimulus, too much. You hear time and time again, man, I just want to win the lottery and move out to live in a cabin in the woods and just live a simple life in nature. Why do you think, like, a lot of people say that shit independently? Man, I just need fucking, give me like 20 acres and a source of fresh water and a cabin.
That's all we need.
Really, it is. And you know, if you were out there in that cabin and you didn't have a fucking pocket computer, little fucking pants robot yelling at you constantly, oh, buy this, look at these boobies, you know, you'd probably be a lot fucking happier. And your ability to connect with something greater than yourself, you ever be out in the fucking woods looking up the sky and all the fucking stars? And you're, oh fuck, man, this is fucking big. Unfathomably large, and I'm a part of it. It was way easier to connect with the power greater than ourselves when things were simpler, when we didn't have all these bells and whistles fucking vying for our attention constantly. And it's getting in the way. It's reinforcing this illusion of a separate self that's dividing us from a God of our own understanding. Whatever that fucking is. It gets in the way. That's why fucking step 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with the God as we understand him, and praying only for knowledge of our will for knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. Even though that's misogynist, we're assuming it's a him. But it's just like, okay, we need to talk to God. That's prayer. We need to talk. Hey, if there's somebody or something out there, hey man, if you give me some direction, that'd be great. But I don't know. I'm not gonna ask for specific stuff. I don't ask for specific stuff. Protections, corrections, directions. That's it. Keep me safe. Make sure I'm doing it right. Put me where I need to be. That's it. That's what it's all about. I don't fucking. I want a Maserati. No. Things would probably go all the way back. If I had a Maserati, things would probably go all the way back. Real fucking quick. If I won the lottery and if I was Jeff Bezos and I had billions and billions of dollars, I would probably be dead within a month. What my own self-will wants is not necessarily what I need. Really, I just want to be happy, and I want to feel connected. I think the little fucking thinky parts of my brain, the fucking monkey part of my brain thinks, oh, I know what it'll take. If I had all the bananas, then I would be happy. Or I'd fucking die of a bowel obstruction or something. You know? We don't, like, our own self-will has not ended well. It has not been, us driving has not ended well historically. At least based on my research. So maybe somebody else drive. As long as it's somebody good who wants what's best for me and is and knows where the fuck he's going and knows how to get there. Fuck yeah, passenger princess all the way. You know? You ever going to drive and stuff and you're in the passenger seat and you notice, oh, look at those fucking cows. Or check out that old fucking farmhouse. Or man, the fucking sunset is really fucking pretty. We only notice it when we're driving, hands at 10 at 2, hopefully. You know how fucking many idiots are driving. And we're focused on the road and all the other cars and everything that's going on. And we're missing the beauty that we're passing by. Because we're trying to drive. We're trying to control everything. Trying to fucking shift when we want to shift and hit the gas when we want to hit the gas. And fucking changing lanes. Because we're trying to get down the road faster when really we all wind up at the same stoplight in the end. So maybe Passenger Princess is where it's at. I mean, just try it. Try letting somebody else drive. You might like it. You can't force transformation. I'm gonna try super fucking hard. Just gonna fucking. It's not. We aren't addicts and alcoholics because we don't have willpower, or because we're not capable. We are insanely capable. Like, we fucking got high. We got fucking drunk as fuck by any means necessary. No matter what it fucking took, no matter the fucking cost. We are plenty fucking capable. It's the goal that was wrong. We're trying so fucking hard to feel better when our goal should be to be better. Because that's about that whole moving the baseline up, moving where the starting position is, up and up and up. That's improvement. That's getting better, and it compounds. The more you do it, the faster it moves up, and it's slow going at first. You don't notice it as much at first because it's just a little change. We notice the big changes. We notice the fucking ups and downs of the roller coaster. We don't notice so much that the ground the roller coaster's on is moving up. Because it's all about perspective. And real transformation happens through insight. Like figuring out who we are. What really makes us happy. What we're trying to do. The fact that we really just want to be connected. We want to feel a part of something. And that's something this program's definitely given me. Because I feel part of something greater than myself. Just there. Like, that's why up until step 7, if you have a problem with a whole higher power thing, use the rooms. That will get you all the way to step 7. That is the fucking better than halfway through. Just with the fucking rooms. Because it's a group of people. If you average everything out, more good than bad. So God is good. So that can be your higher power. Your higher power is good. Just as simply as put as that. And for the most part, pretty much everybody in this room wants everybody else in this room to do good. So it's a loving God, a benevolent God, a benevolent higher power that wants what's best for you. The rooms can be that all the way up to step 7, which is pretty impressive. The rooms can't take away your defects of character. And you can do meditation on your own. But if you're praying to nothing, I don't think it's going to hear you. And one of the most important things one of my favorite things that Alan Watts talked about is life is play. It's not a problem to solve. And I don't get me wrong, I love solving problems. But this is fucking, you can have so much fucking fun. Like, I always thought, man, I had so much fun getting, like, I got so fucked up. I felt so good. I had all this fucking fun. Man, I never abused drugs or alcohol, unless you count, like, chopping them up, burning them, or putting some water on them, swallowing them. I guess that's technically abuse. Or you do it. I revered drugs and alcohol. They were I fucking worshipped them. Like, I fucking spent years of my life studying them. All the things they can do, all the things they can accomplish. And I could always count on them. If I wanted to fucking feel something, I wanted to feel fucking connected. Something amazing, something greater than myself. I always count on them, always there. But I'm just fucking stretching that rubber band further and further, and you ultimately got to let go. And it doesn't just go back to where it was. All the way in the opposite direction.
It's not solving your problems anymore. All it's doing is causing.
Yeah. Or the fucking rubber band breaks and you fucking die. Like, and we don't know how much time we have. I lost 2 friends this week.
I lost one a while ago.
Yeah. Like, one of them had some health problems. And he was a mixed bag, to say the very least. This guy knows. Yeah, he had his faults, but he also had like a good heart, and he helped a lot of people. And my other buddy fucking died in a fucking car accident. Like, he just hit me up like fucking a month ago. Man, I haven't talked to you forever. We should really hang out. And now I'm like, man, I really wish we'd hung out. What if I'd hung out with him, and then maybe that would just shift a little bit of the timeline. If we'd spent an hour together, and then that pushed everything else in his life for the next month down an hour, and maybe he wouldn't have been in the car. Maybe he wouldn't have died. But I can't dwell on the past. All I can do is take it as a reminder to thinking about somebody. Holler. I need to call my aunt and talk to my brother more. When you think about people, man, shoot them a text. I send a lot of the people in this room, I'll just send weird shit on Facebook Messenger or text. Because you know what?
You think so?
Yeah. You know why I send it? Because I'm fucking thinking about you. And I want you to know it. But he would laugh at this or shake his head and say profanity under his breath. But he'd know I'm thinking about him. Because I am. Because I care about you guys. And I want you to fucking know it. What effort does it take? Share. Boop.
Well, when you're supposed to be working, you shouldn't be on your phone sending text messages.
Don't worry, I do it while I'm driving.
Yeah, you find your own baby.
Yeah. Or pooping.
Yeah.
When I'm texting you, please know I'm pooping. Anytime you get a text from me,
Sitting on this shit still up there seeing
Yeah.
this fucking thing.
I don't know why you always come to mind when I'm on the
I bet I do. But I am a pain in your ass.
This is true. But I honestly want you to know I'm thinking about you. Or I want to make you fucking laugh. I want to make you smile. I want to fucking reach out. It takes fucking shit for effort.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you know how many times clicking a mouse it takes to burn 1 calorie? 10 million times to burn 1 calorie.
That's a lot of clicks.
Yeah. But if you're clicking the mouse to go, you're telling people you're thinking about them 10 million times with 1 fucking calorie? I've talked before about the caloric requirements to potential benefit of just a nod. Like you see somebody you know from a meeting, go give them the nod. like in high school, you know, pass somebody in the hall. Like we got classes together, we hang out sometimes, but I don't have time to talk to you. But hey, I fucking see you. Sup? It's huge. Like, so if I expend 1/10,000,000th of a calorie sending a funny meme or a GIF to you, that is fucking calories well spent.
You're spending too many fucking calories.
No, I'm
You're wasting them.
No. I'm gonna start carbo loading.
Get your ink pen.
Nope. Bend over and pick it up. But yeah, life is life is too short, man. Like,
If I'm up against the corner.
yeah, well, he'll fall in the hallway. But life is too short, man.
Up last time.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but nobody gets out alive. That's all I got.
Thank you, thank God.